Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. We are jumping straight into the crypto market news and the financial markets. So subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell notifications. Once again, we are starting off with the dollar today, guys. It has been an insane week, and in a way the crypto industry has been on fire. Bitcoin has pumped, but we are starting off with the dollar here. This is why you guys will want to save this video. We have been saying over the past few months that the dollar has, over the past few weeks actually, that the dollar has been dropping and plummeting down. It is currently at 104.4 here. This is due to the Federal Reserve this week did its rate hikes decision. It has raised interest rates by 0.5%, so 50 basis points, which we will update you on the next video. And the Bank of England and the ECB has announced their interest rates, and the inflation data came out for the US and the UK. The inflation was lower than expected in the US, though. That is why the dollar is coming down, because everybody thinks now that the Fed is going to be dovish and potentially start pivoting. So we will see what happens in regards to that. We have the S&P 500 minus 2%, the Nasdaq minus 2.5% today, the Dow Jones minus 2%, the Russell 2000 minus 1.5%. So it does seem like the markets are reacting quite badly to this news. And then we have the US bond, 10-year bond treasury yield down to 3.4%, and then we do have the 30-year treasury also at 3.47% today. Jumping to the commodities, gold is 1,778 right now. And then silver has dropped down to 23.2, but we did see a massive rally in silver over recent days and a massive pump in gold breakout. It actually broke over 1,800 all the way to 1,823 before coming back down sharply here. Also in the commodities market, the oil price rose to 76.7. So oil seems to be sort of rising upwards slowly here. As for the currencies, we have the pound 1.22 and the euro 1.06 today. And we are going to go over that in detail in the next video about the interest rate rises from all the central banks and how it has affected like everything basically. We have Bitcoin 17,400. So it did rise all the way up to over 18k, guys. So Bitcoin is already back at 18,300, but then it dropped today sharply. So everything seems to be dropping sharply today, and essentially the dollar is kind of rising up a little bit more right now due to all of this. So the dollar is going up, but it has been dropping for the past few days. So, and if we zoom out on the longer term horizon here, you can see it continues to make lower highs. So the dollar bull market is over, it appears, and everything else has time now to rally. And that is why we have seen Bitcoin up to 17k right now. It's actually 17,400. Ethereum got all the way up to 1,350, so that is pretty crazy. And BNB got to 263 today, and BNB is looking rather weak on all of the Binance FUD that has come out. So we will see what happens with Binance, and we will see what happens with the markets, but everything is looking a little bit jittery after all of these Fed announcements. But if the dollar does continue its downwards trend, it is having a slight pump right at the moment, but if it does continue its downward trend, we shall continue to see everything pumping and breaking out. And that goes for the pound here, which did hit a 6-month high today, guys. So keep that in mind. The currencies for all the countries that are not the US are now looking rather strong. The Federal Reserve has hiked interest rates by 50 basis points this week, which is 0.5% from 4 to 4.5%, and they are expecting the terminal rate to rise to 5.1% next year, is what the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell has given a hint about. And so yeah, if we see here, it rose from 4 up to 4.5% now, the Fed's funds rate, which is the central bank interest rate of the US, right? The Fed's funds rate. So Yeah, inflation came out this week. The CPI of US. This was this interest rate decision followed the fact that the inflation came out at 7.1, which was lower than expected, from 7.7 last month. So it did drop quite significantly. It was much lower predictions than the 7.4 to 7.6 roughly that was expected. We can see how the dollar reacted. It did dump down after the CPI inflation, but then after the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision yesterday, and then the Bank of England's and the European Central Bank's decision to raise rates, it has now started to pump up a little bit, and the markets are suffering. As you can see, all the stock markets were selling off minus 3% nearly across the board, from the S&P all the way down to the Dow Jones. And yeah, even gold and some of the other things and currencies are down, suffering. But this is probably only temporary, as they all continue their rise upwards. It is having kind of like a bear market rally, I guess you could say. So we'll continue to see what happens about that. But they did have their meeting, and they are saying that they want to continue raising rates all throughout next year, at least the early half of next year. But they are going to probably raise rates by about 0.25 basis points. So that is really important. Lower rate rises coming in the coming weeks than what was in the previous weeks. So keep your eyes out for that, guys, and follow us on HotCuppaCrypto if you don't want to miss any of the market news and updates. The Bank of England raised their interest rates today up to 3.5%, which is another 50 basis points, which is another 0.5%, right? So people's mortgage rates here, guys, are about to go through the roof. So we can see all these headlines about mortgages, and essentially the Bank of England is explaining that they need to get in control of inflation, right? But they really aren't doing a good job at the moment, as everybody's paychecks and food shopping and prices are suffering. Because the UK CPI inflation came out just before this week, guys, and it increased to 10.7% in November, year over year, down from 11.1 last month. So this has been going down. So this is going down now, or at least it has gone down last month a tiny amount, but this is nowhere near as good as what we need to see. This means that inflation is going down, but prices are still continuing to rise. So prices are still going up. They are just now going up slower than they were last month. Okay, so you have to remember that when inflation comes down, that means that prices are going to go up, and they are going to continue rising in the coming months in the future, but they are just going to rise less fast than they did last time. So keep that in mind, guys. That is how that works. The FTSE 100 for the London stock market was keeping an eye on that, because the pound fell after the Bank of England hiked interest rates by 0.5. So if we check the pound, it did fall after this interest rate decision today, as we mentioned before in the US interest rate video. So it is now at 3.5, which is the highest rates have been in the UK for some time here. And Martin Lewis also pointed out today that people's mortgages are going to go up by a significant amount. In some cases, £25, £50 or more per month per £100,000 of mortgage that people have. So get ready to see a lot of people losing their homes here in the UK. Very crazy times during this heavy recession. And also the ECB, so the European Central Bank, has announced that they want to slow their rate hiking pace as they prepare to do their quantitative tightening, which means they are pretending that they are going to try to stop money printing and doing stimulus as much as possible. And the euro is suffering today also because of it. However, we did see the euro break to new highs earlier on in the day. The euro got as high as 1.07, so that was pretty crazy. The Eurozone inflation rate is currently at around 10%, guys, in Europe. So follow us on the channel, guys, if you do want updates about that in the future, and we will continue to deliver them to you guys. So this is massive news. PayPal and MetaMask team up to make it easier to buy crypto. So yes, PayPal and MetaMask have created a technical integration where you can actually buy crypto directly on PayPal and get it straight over to MetaMask. On MetaMask you can buy using PayPal now, and then it deposits the crypto directly into your wallet. but you can use it by the same way you normally pay with PayPal in every other service, right? So so it is going to make it much more easier for like normal cryptocurrency investors to sort of like onboard and transfer their fiat into cryptocurrency, their fiat currency. And it is currently starting on the Ethereum network, but I do believe that could expand to other networks. So usually this would be really big news, but currently what's happening in the market conditions, it's kind of slipped under the radar, but this is massive because it does allow for easier adoption. Obviously, lots of people use PayPal, but Elon Musk said that PayPal has become like an episode of Black Mirror because he was slamming the payment services because like despite them becoming crypto friendly in recent years, the payments tech giant PayPal has caught a lot of headlines and pushback over its deplatforming practices, which reportedly involve a rather abrupt process of freezing funds, fines and frosty negotiations to unlock accounts of users for varying reasons that have been like deplatformed and stuff like that, which is kind of crazy. Because we have seen a couple of cases recently of PayPal randomly deplatforming users, so that is not good. I was always a good fan of PayPal. It was a really convenient, good service ever since I've been using it. But Elon Musk, now the CEO of Twitter and the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla, said that the platform has become like an episode of Black Mirror, a British television series that usually presents some form of dystopian future where people are controlled by technology. What he is talking about is the countless amount of people who are becoming increasingly deplatformed, and he is saying that now he is ashamed that PayPal is getting involved in this also. So let us know what you guys think, but this is pretty bullish news overall in general for the crypto industry, which is good to see. And if you guys want more updates like that, follow us here on HotCuppaCrypto and you will never miss out on that as well. This is 8 ways to earn passive income with crypto. So save this video. This is the basics of how to start. You would have staking as one of the ways, which you can do like on proof of stake blockchains such as Ethereum, Cosmos, Tezos, Cardano, and you can do this on many other blockchains as well. You have yield farming. And yield farming has risks like impermanent loss and potentially rug pulls. However, you can do yield farming on centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. So there are more risks involved. However, that is another way of earning passive income. And then you have cloud mining, which is cryptocurrency mining. And they share cloud mining, like shares its revenue through hosted mining on data storage sites online, and then it sells those as like online services. So there are different types of cloud mining services. For example, even Binance started this cloud mining recently. Cloud mining isn't one of my personal favorites though. And then you have crypto interest accounts. Interest accounts are another popular way of generating passive income with crypto. You earn interest on your crypto deposits by creating a savings account, and the account is similar to the financial products of the traditional finance that you get from your banks basically. And then you have lending. So lending, there are different types of lending, but lending is really high risk in some environments, and then in other environments it's slightly less risky. But in everything in crypto, of course, is risky in general, guys. But you can get all kinds of crazy returns in crypto, as you guys have probably heard about before. And there are different types of lending. So there's peer-to-peer lending, centralized lending, decentralized lending, and also margin lending. And I would argue there are all different types under decentralized lending as well, because once you start getting involved into the Amazon rainforest jungle that is DeFi, you start to learn there are all kinds of different methods. Like they have like they literally have like leveraged lending and everything. It is insane. So it is always cool to learn about that, and definitely worth exploring and doing some research on. Dividend earning tokens is another way of earning crypto passive income. So an example of this would be KuCoin's CoinShares KCS token, where they give holders a share of their daily KuCoin blockchain transaction fees that the exchange actually generates as revenue. If the company's token is doing well, it is pretty sustainable for low technical knowledge risk required or risk. So there are also forks and airdrops. So this is a bit more complicated and you need to be in crypto and do your research. But if you guys want all of that easy information, just follow the channel HotCuppaCrypto. And I do all the research for you. And essentially, airdrops require more involvement as they require participants to meet certain criteria, like tweeting a post or using specific wallets or blockchains, trading on a particular platform, receiving newsletters and regular updates. But for example, there has been airdrops on the Ethereum proof of work blockchain, and there has been many other blockchains like that, such as Arbitrum and others, where you can get airdrops and literally crypto for free, which is essentially passive earnings. And affiliate programs. Affiliate programs remained essential elements of projects' marketing strategies for years and were significantly boosted by the digital economy. Currently, multiple projects leverage the affiliate marketing system. You receive crypto rewards whenever you refer a new user to these projects. Alternatively, you may be requested to share affiliate links with your contacts or followers to join the platform, and in return you can receive rewards. So it is exactly like affiliate marketing in the real world. You can consider crypto affiliate programs to generate passive income. If you own an active blog or anything, then affiliate marketing programs can often be much more fruitful as well. So that is some of the passive income opportunities that are available on crypto. For more information about crypto, then subscribe to my channel HotCuppaCrypto. This is not financial advice. Always do your own research. This is providing as much education and entertainment as possible. Thank you all once again for tuning into another video here on HotCuppaCrypto. My name has been Jordan, and we will see you all in the next videos.